Chris is one amazing, chilled out person that I love to work with. She brings just a whole nother like dynamic to the classroom, and just her personality is just calm, and you can just sense that when she walks in the room. Chris is kind and generous, and not just in monetary things, not at all, but as far as like her personality goes. She's always present. She's always a good listening ear. She makes you feel good about yourself when you've spoken and you've shared your heart with her. She's always a good person to like bounce an idea off, to hear like, does this sound right? Does it not sound right? Yeah, she's super helpful in every way she can be, and I would say she's like a really good trusted friend. I could trust her with a lot, I could trust her with a little, and I know that I'm valued as a person when I'm with her. My opinion counts. I'm not overlooked. And she really has a great listening ear. Like as a person, she's just really kind in that way. With her time, and really generous in just her personality. She seems quiet and reserved, but she's super I'm trying to think of a good word to describe, but like vibrant. And then she'll say something and be like, oh, you were listening to me, even though she's been quiet in the whole way of listening. The most important thing I've learned from Chris is that to assess kind of any situation and calmly look at finding a good response, not just being reactive, but staying calm. I've really learned that from her. She can really walk into the room, she can listen, but when she responds in a kind, caring way. And that's like, I'm not normally like that. I've got like a short fuse and I just want to sort things out, and she's just really just calm and just like takes a situation and listens to everyone's side of the story and then how best to go forward. And I've learned that from her. I'm not that kind of person. So that's one of the things that I've really learned from her. What impact? I'm still sitting there, not listening to me. Impact she's had on my life, I would say, is that above everything, God is important. And not that I haven't been like that, but she's always factors in, whether it be computers at school together, whether it be a general life situation. She always goes back to God said, or I've heard from the Lord, or how about doing it like this. So she's really impacted me in that sense of, maybe if I share something with her, she'll be like, okay, what is God saying to you? And that's really how I've been. She'll also be something else that I've really learned from Chris. It's like, I always tell her, like, people are so kind with me, but am I really open to hear where I need to help? And then she'll give me practical ways of how I could do that. And some of those things have really impacted my life, like listen to the quiet, still voice. Don't overlook yourself. God will use you. Just her relationship with God is like super phenomenal, should I say? And that's really impacted me, a lot. I think I would say, why do I trust Chris? I think for me, it's that she's always sticks to her word. If she says she's going to be at 7:30, she's here at 7:30. And in the smaller things, it's led me to trust her in the bigger things. And just as how she is as a person, in the little things, it makes me more comfortable with the bigger things to be able to trust her. And I think just her personality and how she is, you just get that amazing sense that when she speaks, it's like I can trust her. the thing with the whole computer situation. So I'm not a qualified teacher. So my job description at Victory for All in King's College was very limited. So they would use me on some certain ways of teaching, but I would always have to have someone qualified that fell over me, if that makes sense. And at the beginning of the year, obviously I was pregnant and I needed to take maternity leave, and so they distributed my job. So when I was returning to King's College, they were looking for a place to put me, and Chris approached me and said, okay, Victory for All would like to start. For the past 2 years she's had in the pipeline and speaking with Victory for All about the computer program. She asked me, would I like to be involved? I have some computer knowledge or computer background, and so she approached me about, would I like to be a part of this? And so she slowly shared with me, like, Victory for All, what they would like, and her part in that is to create a curriculum for where the kids would start, and when they finish with grade 7, where they would end up. So that's how I'm a part of that program. Is that okay if I say it like that? Yeah. I know that Chris and I, it's funny, she's American but very South African at heart. She knows the kids and where the things that they are lacking. So we daily have conversation about what do they need besides computer. What do they need? Okay, they need to know the Lord. So we always start with half an hour of a biblical program, which leads into, let's learn how to type first. Because if you type and you know how to type, you are not guaranteed of a job, but you're guaranteed of a better job. And so we've always been looking at how can the computers curriculum benefit the children from our community. And I like that approach. Like, it's not just we're having fun, but there's a general sense between the two of us that we want a better future for the children. So we start off with typing. Okay, maybe we can add some robotics. How can we help them with coding? Where can that lead for a better job and a better future for them? And I think that's a really great part of what Chris adds from her knowledge of the bigger world out there. I've been out of South Africa, but I've never been overseas. So I've never traveled. And so she could speak with me and say, hey, but you know, in America or in this country, you have these kind of jobs. And I'm like, really? And if you only had some form of technology, whether it be a computer, whether it be a robot, whether it be coding, so she's a vital part to the program, because I might be a little bit closed-minded in my view of what is out there, and she just broadens that for us. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, how do I say that? Because I want to say, like, without Chris not being here, and at least having support to help her to be here, and if she wasn't here, a lot of things wouldn't be in place. Like the computer program wouldn't be here, and the different ways of learning, like with Lego and the puzzles and the robots to teach them programming, all those kind of things wouldn't be here. And then to have that at school, I've seen how necessary it is, and how she wants to be able to support the children at our school with such a open, free heart, to be able to do that. And if she wasn't here, that wouldn't be here. Yeah, it's hard to picture a world without Chris. And how she would, I don't know how to answer that, because she's
You just did.
Oh, did I?
That was perfect.
Okay, she's just so willing to help. I can't imagine a life without Chris.
What's your favourite thing about Auntie Chris?
That he's fun.
How is she fun?
He makes me laugh and play with everybody and make me die.
She makes you what?
Sorry.
Joyous. Oh.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
Does she help you a lot with things?
Yes.
How does she help you?
She helps me pick up things.
What about giving you a ride to school?
Yeah.
Is that not so helpful?
That is.
It's very helpful, eh?
And what's the prettiest part of Auntie Chris?
That Mordecai gave me all of his toys that he gave me so I can borrow them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm on video, I'm not on slow-mo.
Yeah, I was going to say I heard about that.
And you're recording, right?
You told my stories.
Well, she didn't tell me it was you. She just
No, I
said,
didn't, see?
She just
I
said
just
we
said
filmed.
we had an issue.
Yeah.
See?
It's alright, I don't mind. I really don't mind. Right, so my first question is, what is Chris like?
What is Chris like? Chris is one amazing person.
I'm going outside.
Saw that coming.
Yeah.
It's awkward when they talk about you.
Oh. It's so hard because she's sitting there and I can see, I know what I want to say. And then she's just like, yeah. I don't know if she knows how cool she is.
She certainly doesn't.
No, she doesn't.